how bad the other person is, it's important to make sure that you speak respectfully about the other parent in front of the child.
Now, you've mentioned before that often you have two different households with two very different sets of rules.
Yeah.
How do you get around that, especially in a case where it may be an acrimonious divorce and there may not be a lot of communication between the parents?
So a classic situation is the child comes home and says, I want to watch wrestling on TV. Let's just say that the parent doesn't want the child to watch wrestling.
Or one parent does and the other one doesn't.
Right. So the child comes home and says, Daddy lets me watch wrestling. I want to watch wrestling. And then the most important thing is the parent has to be calm about it and say, I know he does. He lets you watch wrestling. But in this house, we don't watch it.
So basically, respect, even if there are different sets of rules, respect them when you're in that house.
Yeah, you can't control what someone else does in someone else's environment. You can try and encourage them to see your point of view, but if they don't want to do it, you got to let it go. Okay,
so you said speak respectfully about the other parent, but also focus on creating the bond with the kids before the discipline.
Most important thing, the bio parent must be the disciplining parent. So that it's new step parent coming into the picture. Your job is to build a bond with that child. The discipline should be done by the bio parent and not you until the bond is created. Once you bond with your new child, then you can be a disciplinarian. Okay, show your support for your new spouse. Yeah, you're there to support that person. And so you want to make sure that you're on the same page with them and in front of the kids support that bio parent.
Now, it can especially be difficult when we're talking about teenagers. What if it's a situation where the teenage stepchild just simply won't talk to you? You're saying that, you know, you've got to be supportive of the new spouse. What if it just isn't happening?
You got to give them space. You got to give them time, because remember, they're probably really mad that the family's been fractured. They don't like it. So you can't force yourself on the child. That's why you shouldn't be doing the discipline. Back off. When you create space, it'll actually draw the child to you closer and find ways to connect with them that they really like. You don't have to like what they do, but be interested in what they do. Like their music and interests.
Almost go in and try to be a friend as opposed to trying to be a third parent.
Right. That's the only time I suggest that parents be a friend to a child, when you're the new step parent. Okay? The bio parent shouldn't be a friend. They've got to be in charge, but the new parent, you've got to give it time and space.
So almost, it could be the terrible teenage years, and you just give it time and let it go, and maybe things will improve.
Yes, relax over the whole thing.
Now, you also say work on building your new family team. How do you go about doing that? It seems like a daunting thing to do when you're just starting out in a new marriage and you've got kids involved.
Hey, this is a new opportunity. Let's build some new traditions. Talking your spouse into, let's create some new things we've not done before. Let's start with family meetings right away, and that helps the kids feel like they're on board and they're part of the unit.
Okay, I also want you to talk about the new book you have out. This is Volume 2.
Right. The first one was Love, Limits, and Lessons, Volume 1. It's a parent's guide to raising cooperative kids. And there were so many more questions that came out after this that I created a Volume 2 with another 20 chapters on how to handle specific situations with children.
Certainly a lot to talk about. Okay, and if you at home want more information on Bill's books and on his cable TV show, Creating Cooperative Kids, just head online to cooperativekids.com. Bill, thank you so much. Very interesting stuff. Stay with us, folks. At home, we'll be right back.